Gordon Marr. Gordon Marr is an American politician from San Francisco. He has been a member of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors since 2019, representing District 4. He is the brother of former District 1 Supervisor, Eric Marr. District 4 includes the western San Francisco neighborhoods of Central Sunset, Outer Sunset, Parkside, Outer Parkside, and Pine Lake Park. Political career. He was Executive Director of Jobs with Justice San Francisco and the Chinese Progressive Association. San Francisco Board of Supervisors. After incumbent District 4 Supervisor Katie Tang declined to run for re-election in 2018, Marr filed papers. In the months leading up to the race, the campaigns of both Marr and his primary opponent, Jessica Ho, were criticized for mudslinging tactics. A Marr campaign staffer was caught tearing down a poster for Ho. Marr was elected supervisor for District 4 on November 6, 2018, receiving 10,314 first preference votes, 36.29% of all valid votes. After allocation of preferences from eliminated candidates in San Francisco's ranked choice voting system, Marr received 56.84% of final round votes, compared to 43.16% for runner-up Jessica Ho, an aide to the incumbent supervisor Katie Tang. Marr led negotiations with San Francisco Mayor London Breed to fully fund City College of San Francisco's free tuition program for 10 years beginning in 2019, and negotiated a deal to provide full reserve funding for raises for San Francisco Unified School District educators. Marr has called on SFPD to release aggregated demographic data on Asian American crime victims following an increase in hate crimes in San Francisco and several high-profile attacks on members of the Chinese community, and announced legislation requiring this data. Marr is the author of a number of ordinances reforming San Francisco's electoral system and addressing money in politics, including 2019's Proposition F addressing pay-to-play politics, corporate contributions, and dark money donations, and Public Financing 2.0, which tripled the impact of San Francisco's public financing program. Positions on housing. Marr spearheaded multiple Board of Supervisors resolutions which denounced California State Senator Scott Wayner's SB 50 bill, which would have legalized higher-density housing development in areas close to public transit. When asked to explain why he voted to block the construction of a 495-unit apartment complex with 25% affordable housing on a Nordstrom's valet parking lot in the south of Market neighborhood, Marr said there was an abundance of available luxury units in the neighborhood and families can check Craigslist today to find housing. Marr opposes building a navigation center in District 4. When asked to comment on legislation that would permit construction of fourplexes across the city, Marr said a modest density increase to single-family. Later in 2021, amid debates to allow the construction of 4 housing units on lots previously designated for single-family housing, Marr proposed to prohibit the construction of market-rate housing on the absent lots. In November 2021, Marr proposed to scale down a 98-unit low-income apartment complex in the Sunset District so that it would only have 80 units. Marr characterized this as a compromise between supporters and opponents of the apartment complex. In January 2022, Marr defended the delay in approval for a $18.07 million grant to repurpose a hotel into a homeless shelter for upwards of 250 people. Marr said, "We are all well aware of the urgency of this work, but I would echo the comments of my colleagues that we can't use that urgency to go through a bad process." Personal life. His wife Cecilia is a realtor. Together, they are landlords.